Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we finished up this town here at Trader's Rest. Took us a little bit longer of an episode, but we managed to finish it all up, which is kind of good, but that leaves us in an open position of where we want to go next. I would like to stick to the points of this range because that gives us the least amount of overlap, because we can't go any further because we don't have the town vision range, which would be nice to get. But, looking at the upgrades tree, the town vision range is here, which is behind 12, 6, 18 artifacts that we don't have, and we don't know exactly where we can get yet. So, the best thing to do, I think, even if it means eventually ending up forsaking the next seal, is to head toward some of these question marks. And that means probably these two here, since this is kind of the direction we're going. Which means maybe this Marshlands. We could also potentially do that coral forest, but I think if we swung kind of this way, we could get out here toward these, and then come back in and maybe just make the seal. If we can't, then we'll just do it next cycle. But I think we should do that because it's a little bit tight here with the artifacts. So let's maybe do that. So we can instead afford some other upgrades, because by the time we get to the 18 artifacts we need, we're going to have a lot more food stockpiles anyway. So I had some votes in the chat. One of them was for the hearth upgrade for the district. I had that a few times in the chat and the comments, actually. Well, we can't actually do this one, so that's kind of a moot point. We can't do this one, also a moot point. We could take the embarkation bonus of the herbalist camp, but And I think we can also do the Harpy House, because I think we have enough stuff to do it. Looks like we do. So let's do the Hearth upgrade, which gets us the level 3 Hearth ability, which we'll take a look at when we get into this town. And then let's also go ahead and take the Harpy Houses. That way we have all of the houses. Human, beaver, lizard, harpy, yes. Until we get, of course, up to here where the fox houses are, once we unlock the foxes at level 10. So let's take a look at this. I think we should just go into this Marshlands. It's been a minute since the last time we were here in the Marshlands, so it wouldn't hurt to go there again anyway. Let's see. Harpies and beavers, total of 6 or 8 harpies with 2 unknown species. Let's see. Raw food, reeds, which is a crafting thing, and for fabric, which we're going to get a decent amount of leather here because there's leather in the trees, which is good, and the eggs on the ground I think are the ones that include leather. The meat might as well, so leather should be okay here, so we don't necessarily need the reeds. Tools would be nice, but then again we can also make them. This is two stacks of food and a stack of barrels, which is kind of interesting, and 2 extra people. We get 3 people for 1 point over here, so that's a guarantee, and I think we should do this one, by the way. Even though it's less stuff, I think we should do this one because of the extra people. 3 more people makes us at a group of 11. And then we can do 4 more points. Let's see. Probably should bring the... Ouch. I think we should probably bring the wood, because we're not going to be able to do the 3 woodcutter strategy here. And then probably just some extra stone, and then some extra food, I guess. I guess that'll work. And we're gonna stay on veteran, I think, still. Although I'm getting close to feeling like it's about time to move up to Viceroy. But right now we'll stay on veteran, and we will embark. And then we, of course, have the 2 biome effects. We've seen those a few times before in the series, so I'm not going to read them. But we also have Inspiring View. This forest mystery increases the time interval between breaks by 25% during the drizzle. We, of course, have Looming Darkness. And then Under an Open Sky, villagers with this effect have soaked clothes and get a -5 penalty to their resolve, mitigated with housing. Faint Flame, resources you sacrifice in the Ancient Hearth burn 40% quicker. Vanishing Goods. Let's see. Villagers have a higher chance of consuming twice the amount of goods when using services. This is at Hostility 4, by the way. That one was Hostility 2. And then this one here, Charge Rain at Hostility 5. Villagers have an additional chance of perishing every 15 seconds without complex food and services. So we're going to want to avoid Definitely Hostility 5, possibly also Hostility 4, which won't be too hard to do at Veteran. That's good. Which is why I haven't gone up to Viceroy yet, just because some of those things are a little bit rough on a player who doesn't have a lot of things unlocked yet. So let's do the thing, the usual thing. Woodcutters, we're just going to do 2 of them, a couple of them there, and we'll draw the tic-tac-toe grid, as always. My favorite town layout here, with the hearth off to the side. I used to like the hearth in the center, like it originally was, but I've come to like this. We have 3 beavers, which came with the 3 free people we got. And where do we want to open up first here? I would like to expand this way for housing, so maybe this one would be the good one to do first. The small one, that is. There. We have 3 beavers. I'm going to put 2 in here along with the 1 harpy. And then we'll do 2 in this side and also... sorry, 1 on this side and 2 harpies. Yes, thank you, harpies. And we're just going to open that up. I'm going to control... No, not that. I'm going to control this, though, so we don't come against that glade. And then we're going to go like this so that we can do some housing and stuff down here. Hostility just went to 1, of course, because of the thingy. Yeah. First building choice. Ranch is pretty much a no for me here in this. This is the one biome where it's almost guaranteed to be a no. Berries and plant fiber could be interesting. That would give us more options for making fabric, and the berries can be used in baked goods and things. Although we're probably not going to want to farm here because we also have only a small amount of fertile soil. So maybe we ignore the plantation completely and do the forager's camp instead, which will only give us grain here, or the scribe, which will get us stuff that we kind of don't need right now. So maybe this is a reroll, which is kind of a bummer on the first choice, but sometimes that's the way that it goes, you know. Let's do crude workstation, maybe right there. And a makeshift post, maybe right there. Speed the game up, maybe right there. Also do this road right here too. And we have a harpy in here, which is probably fine, because global carry capacity is a nice thing to have. Our first cornerstone choice, probably not going to do this one, because we're not going to farm, so we're not going to see either herbs or roots. Secured trail, newcomers arrive 25% quicker. That brings more people in faster, as long as I'm willing to take people during the storm, which we could... Actually, no. No, that'll actually bring them in before the storm hits the first time. Interesting. Because 25% quicker means they'll come in 7.5 minutes instead of 10. Interesting. And then generous gifts, newcomers bring 40% more goods with them for every hearth level gained. Is it people or is it stuff? Well, people more often, but it's also the stuff more often. I think we should do generous gifts. Let's do housing first, I guess. Be good. 1 there, not there. Ah, good. Copper, stormwater geyser, stone, and meat. Good. We got some stone here too, so that's good too. We'll definitely want to use that geyser. Go there. Actually, we should probably move this to mining or chopping in that direction. You can go like here. Do this, and our orders popped up. Let's go take a look at those. 35 wood. Or have 2 camps and 30 wood. Well, that's a better deal. Why would I not want to do that when I already have the 2 woodcutters camps? I get the same stuff, plus 10 random resin. And it costs me 5 fewer wood. Deal. But I'm not going to turn it in yet because I'm going to wait till I get to a point of impatience. Packs of crops. 5 packs of crops. Could be a little bit tough to come by here. It's going to be a meat market kind of place here, but maybe. But we don't really need that bonus. So maybe we do this one. And then our final order here. Beaver resolve above 18 for 30 seconds. to get extra beavers, some roots, and some parts, or have 2 geyser pumps. We did this one last time. I think we could do that again for those things. And then our building choice, God, I think I'm going to re-roll it. Troll game. All right. Flour is not going to be that super duper useful here. Because, well, we could make mushroom flour, I guess. We're going to get lots of mushrooms. Packs of crops could be good for trading. We might need that. Packs of provisions, I'm sorry. For the trade routes. Lumber could also be really good here. And the scrolls would be good for the 2 races of species we have right now. This is kind of a tough choice for me. Because I feel like if I take whichever one I take, I will not get the option to get the other one or a similar enough building again. Because that's how my luck works. And so I think we need to take the lumber mill because we need to conserve wood here. This biome was really, really bad for getting wood from the trees, I feel. So let's do the lumber mill. I'm going to pass on the farm again. The smokehouse would be a really good choice here because we're going to get lots of meat. Therefore, we can make lots of jerky. As long as the people we have like it, but even if they don't, we could still do it. The smithy would be kind of good. The cooperage could be good as well, because both of these like coats. But I think we should go with the smokehouse and hope we get lizards, which we don't actually know yet. The other option is to sit on this until we find out what our other species is, but I think this is still better because it turns 4 food into 10 food by adding in a little bit of fuel, and hopefully we'll get a coal recipe here. Well, no, we'll get coal on the ground. I think we should do the smokehouse. And then we get the option to pick one of 3 building material recipes. We already have the carpenter, so we don't, or already have the lumber mill, so we don't really need the carpenter. We could go with the leather worker, which would get us the water skins, which will use leather to make vessel, which could be good. Better probably than the brickyard for that reason, because we won't see any clay here except from the copper mines. We have a lot of stone, so making the bricks expensively wouldn't be such a big deal. We don't specifically need the crystallized dew, because as long as we get a smelting recipe, we'll be fine with copper, probably. So I think the leather worker is our best bet here. I hope that makes sense. Let's see, the lumber mill needs bricks and fabric, so we'll do no planks, no pipes, and just 2 and 2 right now. You can use the stone that we have, that we brought with us, and you can use the leather that we don't have yet. Perfect. And then I will build that, but we need planks first. I will build that, but we need bricks and fabric again. Although I guess maybe by that logic I should build that one first. And then make the fabric there. Yes, I should. And then, let's see. We want to do a... Oh, a stonecutter's camp for here. We want to have a trapper's camp for sure. We're going to want that to be a priority for upgrades if we get one. If we're offered one, I mean. Why don't you come over here and clear some of these trees. And then we can move this in there later. So we need to house some more people. So we need to get this going. Maybe I should just do that. And that'll take care of the people. So then we just need to do the park. Excellent. And then I gotta get somebody in here. That would have been good earlier, Wally. What happened to the leather? I guess it was already accounted for, so it disappeared from the counts. I guess. Chop, chop. Alright, good. Hearth upgraded. Level 1. So level 3 here is going to require extra decorations. It also requires us to put a service building inside the town range. So we need to keep that in mind. Want to turn this in yet? Are we at 1? We are. Let's turn this in. 2 more people. Which means I'm going to also need another house. That's fine. We can do that easily enough. Right there. And another building choice. Coats, barrels, and luxury goods could be good. Cookhouse, the skewers would be good. Biscuits, not until we have a flour recipe. Here's our flour recipe. That might be good. Especially because we're going to have to rely on the mushrooms for flour, pretty much. We could maybe get a little bit of grain from the ground if we find it wild. The scribe could be interesting here, too. But we know we have humans, so we're not going to get lizards. This is a lizard building, too. This is a harpy building. Who likes skewers of these people? Nobody. And I've been asked a few times to leave these things out. I will try. It kind of bothers me having them taking up that space because maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, though. Let's go with the artisan, though, because coats would be useful early on, and then obviously the other things, too. This can move. Can I move? No. This can move eventually, but we don't have the building materials we need. But I will try to remember to keep those out for those of you who are interested in that. Come on, make all the things. We don't have lizards, so we're just going to have to put somebody in here to do the harvesting of the eggs and the meats and the things. Sadly, no lizards. The Marshlands without lizards is kind of a bummer. I don't know. How much leather do you have? 5. Okay, there's the 6th, and that means we can make the 2 fabric you need, and then that means you can be turned off. We'll keep the bricks here, and I'll step that up to 10. And then we can make the first leather worker. Right? Yes. That'll go. Very soon. The geyser pump's going to be a little bit expensive for me. Yep, gotta have the planks. Gotta have the planks. And the same thing goes for the rain collector, which is why I haven't built it yet. Okay. Somebody deliver that fabric. Let's do this. Alright. Come back over here? No. Come over here. That'll work. And then I can pull that person out. Here's the storm. And then we can build that. Harbor resolve is low. You don't say. We'll probably have to pull one or more of our woodcutters out. I think I'm just going to pop that glade first. I'll give you a little bit of stuff here to go on. Let's do a... not that, but this. Yeah, see, 3 for 2 versus 6 for 2. Much better deal. And then we want to do the lumber mill next. That'll come over here. But see, wood is a pain. I mean, I did turn 30 in, but still, wood is a pain. Oh, good. Harpies are a little bit happier. Oh, because I made one of them happier by putting them in here. Makes sense. Did I? Okay, good. I didn't, but it wasn't there. And that's just going to need to have all the things, I guess. Horse delivery there, please. And good. Your one is over and we've basically not done anything. Love it when that happens. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop this open. Start on it, that is. Probably just actually do all of that. And, how are you doing? Just about there. Here's the drizzle. I'm gonna wait for a second. Wait for another second. Okay. This one, Mist Piercers. This could actually be good here. Because if we want to open one of the Forbidden Glades, this would tell us which one is the best one to open. Based on whatever upgraded camp we have. Each discovered glade, of any glade, though, increases the Queen's impatience. So if we're gonna do this, then we need to be very careful about which glades we open. Luckily, we just opened one. Otherwise, I would wait until that one opened before we took this. Impatience grows 30% slower for 180 seconds every time you finish a trade route. Could be interesting. Or work safety guide. Standardized set of rules. Every villager need for education. That's scrolls. We do have a scroll recipe. At somewhere. Didn't we take one? Yeah, we did. At the lumber mill. Right, of course. Increases global production speed. So that would take care of both the harpies and the beavers. Mist Piercers is very tempting. But I don't know that I want to gain the impatience. Do I? Let's do it. That way I can show how it works, because we haven't had it yet this time. 2 people, either way. I think, given that we have a bunch of harpies, and we have less of the other 2, we probably want this one. And we're okay on the parts, and this is some food and things, so that's probably the best bet. Plus that leather would be really nice to make some more fabric. Because we can get that done. You're going to just do planks here. And then we need to look at this. Blood flower, medium abandoned cash, coal, and copper. They're next to each other, which means that we can put one mine down to get both. Drizzle water geyser, that's good. And a bunch of stone. Bunch of stone. We're getting lots of stone this time, again. You, blood flower. What do you got? You're going to eat my food. Well, not a whole lot I can do about that, but you're going to give me 20 food in return, so let's just go ahead and get it started. A couple of humans, sure. Go. Just do that for now. I'll have to come over here and chop a tree. That one, well, maybe those 2. And we'll do that in a little bit. And as soon as we have some planks up and running, we can do other things. I agree. Okay, you come over there. And you can come right over here like that. So, Mist Piercers, like Ancient Pact, puts a little icon on every glade that tells you what's in it. So you can pick and choose which glades you want to hit, because you'll know what you're going to get when you get in there. So if there's something you're specifically looking for, then that would be the thing to do. That means we'll probably open fewer small glades, because they're going to cause the same amount of hostility as the larger ones. So we'll probably ignore these unless they really have something we really need. Where are our forbidden glades? That's the thing to know. Here's one. This one has the Dead Leviathan. This is the Trapper's Camp targeted one, but we need to have the upgrade, of course. Over here we have the Ancient Proto-Wheat. So this is the I forget the name of the other one. I always forget the name of that one. The Forager's Camp. And then finally we should have one more over here someplace. Yep, there it is. The Giant Proto-Fungus, which is the Herbalist Camp's target. So in that case, I guess I should have taken that camp choice, but I just can't do it. Not in this one. Not first. Not that early. We don't need any housing. That's good. So as far as glades go, I'm going to probably avoid the rest of the smalls. We have one big one over here. It's got a clearance water geyser. That might be a good first or good next target for that reason, because then we'd have all the geysers and we wouldn't need to have a rain collector. It's got a withered tree in it too as the event. Over here we have another drizzle water geyser, so we don't necessarily need that, but and it doesn't have anything excessive that we need. Getting back there would be a little bit of a wiggle through some forest, but we could do it. That could be a good one, but it's got a weaver that we don't need. Large encampment means more people. Did I look at this one? I did not. Fertile soil. And a clearance water geyser too. Grand Temple of the Sun. Large mushrooms we can't harvest, but the grain we can. This one had fertile soil too. Oh, game is troll. That one could be good. Swamp wheat's large though. Remember, I passed on that camp. Although we probably should look for ones that have coal, because coal's gonna be potentially a challenge. Three coal back there, but getting there is haunted small farm. Interesting. Getting there could be a bit fun. We'd have to come through this one, which I guess we could do. It's okay. Don't get as much. That was a good one for coal, though. Yeah, the clearance water geyser. You could just go plowing through these forests like that toward that one, even. Clearance water geyser, yeah. Okay. Either way, let's put at least one beaver in here. And then we're going to want to mine eventually, but we don't really have the resources to build it yet, so I will wait. And we also don't have the beavers to staff it up. Since we have beavers, I want to use beavers, and yeah. They're needed for other things. Next orders. Need for jerky fulfilled. Well, wait, who likes jerky? Just the harpies. Okay. Or sacrificing coal and oil. Well, we may need to sacrifice. I think I'd rather do this one. It's not a simultaneous meet the need, so this should be okay. 40 biscuit need fulfilled, and 6 human houses to get 5 extra humans and human resolve, or 1 empathy event. Tablets are quite valuable. But I think I'll do this one. We'll probably get biscuits. We could always buy them. Speaking of buying things, we should probably also put up the trading post. Like out here someplace. Out of the way. How are you doing with eating all my food? There we go. Do I have enough stuff yet to build any geyser pumps? Nope, need lots and lots of planks. But you probably have a bunch in storage. 6 in storage. Grab a handful. Old Farluff is here. Advanced rain collector, don't need it. Smelter could be good, though, if we had the money. I don't have the money. Training gear's not going to help anybody. Biscuits only would if we had a flour recipe. Or could get flour from a trader. Glade event carry, I think I will pass on that, but I should get somebody in here to make packs of provisions from, I guess, eggs right now. Although, ouch. But then again, it's because the event is eating all of our stuff for the next 20 seconds or so. Okay, we can do one geyser pump now, I think. Do that one first. Ooh, some food there. Might be a good thing, and these would be good too, because I'm going to build a lot of automatons. As soon as that event's done, we'll work this. That's actually okay, I guess. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's okay. Run that road there. Let's see. Why don't we do some of this shenanigans? I'll just go ahead and stage the other one out. Old Farlow's leaving. Let's do smokehouse. Nope. Trim some of those trees. In which case, why don't you move like here? Automaton, go. Already chewed through one of those stacks of eggs. And these are the leather-producing eggs. Is this the leather-producing meat? Or is all meat leather-producing? That is anyway, so that's all I care about. You are bored. Alright, hop out. Go do something else. I don't know what else, but go do something else. Remove that tree as well. We can put another mine right there if we want, with all the copper. There we go. And you get an automaton. We can also turn this in, which if I do, I will need to have another house. So I will not do it yet. Instead I will stage a house, and then we can turn it in whenever, later. Doesn't give me anything I immediately need anyway. Yes I did. Not set the clay. Okay. Although maybe I want to set the clay there. Leather's still a problem. It will be for a while. For a little while. Go ahead with the storm. We'll just turn this in after the storm, maybe. In which case, why don't we just do another house? Wood's doing better, though. At least marginally. Let's see. Anything else I didn't do? The artisan I didn't do. I'm gonna wait a minute on that one. Put it in there, I think. Houses are done. Alright, I'll turn it in. I don't care. Herbalist camp. Pass. Pass. Although, well, if I do... So, if I do want to open up... I shouldn't pass on those so flippantly. If I want to open this one up, which I could, and or I want to open this one up, which I also could... And or I want to open... No, not this one. Another one that had fertile soil somewhere that I was looking at, maybe. But, on the other hand, if I took this, and I headed right for that camp, or that node in the Forbidden Glade, that would be kind of good also. And that's way over here someplace. Right there. Yep. So maybe that means opening up this one or that one. Which I could do. Maybe we do this one because... it doesn't matter. Well, or does it? Wheat and mushrooms or stone and eggs. We don't really need the stone. We could do this one. What does that lead me to over here? Thing is, though, the coal will be nice there. But... yeah, the coal would be nice there. Maybe we should do that one. So come into this one, and then go into this one. Get that started right away, and that'll get us a bunch of mushrooms as well as whatever else the protofungus includes that I can never remember. I think we should do that. Sounds like a deal. Now, of course, getting in there is going to be risky, but it also might just be worth it. Don't have any of that anyways. I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave it on wood, which I don't like, but we don't have a steady supply of coal yet. I don't want to use what I have either. Did we do the mine upgrades yet? We did. Excellent. Okay. Do a few more of these trees right here. Let's see. Reinforced axes, that could be good. 10 jerky for every 10 pie. Right now we're doing the opposite. Mushroom production increases by 1 every 25 times it's produced. This could be... oh, this should be really good. This would be ridiculously good. We should do this. When we get to that protofungus, not to mention every time we pick a mushroom from a tree, even though there's only 15% chance, every time we get one, or every 25 times you get one, it'll boost the mushroom production also. And you? 3 or 3. Well, I would like to have more beavers than that, but I think we'll go with this one. Because we only get one either way. And I think you're going in here for a little while. Are you just about done? No. I suppose I could give you some help. But we might need a little bit of help over here, too. Although, you've got plenty. Oh, let's do this. Yep, go. Yeah, I would like to also... oh, I have an extra beaver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, go ahead and start mining coal then. Well, mine it all. I don't care which one you get. It's fine. Because we also need the copper for this. That means I should probably also get somebody in here just so that they can snag any bugs or meat that come in. Which may not get a whole lot right now, but eventually. Okay. That just finished. We're good on housing still. come over here and help with this. And I think we can just go ahead and open this glade up, this little one. Because we gotta pass through it anyway. Might as well. Might as well. Although that single coal's not gonna be that worth it anyways. But it's fine. Alright, here we go. You know what's in there. The other thing I didn't do by doing this is I didn't get a clearance geyser, which we're not going to get there. We still would want to open up this one, possibly, or that one. Or that one. I think this one's the best one, because we can actually use those mushrooms now. If we do get... This has 4 times 19 charges. This has 3 times 74 charges. Yeah, we want to go this way first. First. So we're not going to go all the way into here just yet. It's a little too risky, I think, at this stage of the game. But I'm going to take leave one of them there to clean those rest of those trees up. We're going to come over here. And I think I also want to put in maybe a warehouse out here. And we'll get this one ready as well. But I don't think we're going to do it yet this year. Give me a couple more of these. Like that. How are we doing on this stuff? Let's do that. And I need to make pipes. Which we don't have anything to make pipes with. Sad. Okay, you're finishing up. We should get somebody in here. Actually, we could use those berries. Let's use those berries. Maybe we can do some trading at some point in our lives. But also, I think we should actually wrap up here because, as you probably could tell, I'm having a little bit of a head cold issue. And I think having a shorter episode where I don't have to talk as much is probably a little bit better for me. So, let's take a look at these orders first, and then we'll head out. Liquid Luck. Deliver 40 wine and have a guild house. Maybe. Although making wine... Oh, it can make mushroom wine. Or 5 high-value trade routes. Worth at least 11 amber. Ugh. Let's do that one. And then this rain collector I could build. Have a bunch of water that we are collecting right now. Or fulfill the need for treatment. Let's do that one. We have to build 2 rain collectors, which we can do in the next episode, no problem. And we'll get that one able to be turned in easily, and then they'll get refilled immediately with the, or not immediately, but start getting refilled immediately from these geyser pumps, and then we can figure out what else we might want to do in the next episode. So, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.